Who says you can't have Gari soakings like a boss? Who says Gari soakings is for the poor? Gari soakings, dear, with made in a rich DB level, and today that is all we're going to be doing. Gari soakings the DB and Abalicious way. So I have what I call the apple chips, which I do at home. So if you have fresh apples, you just need to cut it as thin as possible, and you bake it in your oven over very low heat to get it very crunchy. And I did same with the coconut. So that's like you adding fruit or dried fruit to your Gari soakings, which gives you a whole different level. If you don't have an oven, for the coconut, what you can also do is you can just pan roast it. I think I taught this in my Kube cake. Yes, so if you check my local snack bars, it's in there as well. And for the rest, I just baked it in the oven over very low constant heat. So that helps you get it crunchy and dried enough, and it makes the whole feel and experience very different, very beautiful. You're eating your Gari soakings. This is like Gari soakings with the bead twist too. This is Abalicious Gari soakings. And easy. But if you've not yet subscribed yet, please do subscribe, do like, do share this video, because there's a lot of interesting things coming up. So yes, my first Gari soakings option I'm going to teach here. To kick off, I've got the coconut and then the apple. I've got some milo, I've got some ice cubes, I've got some groundnut, I've got some milk and sugar, and of course my Gari. So I begin by pouring in the Gari. Then I add my milk, goes in powdered milk, nido papa, like you like to call it. A bit of Milo. Then I added my shredded dried fruit. So the apple and coconuts, they all go in. Then I'm gonna add in my ice cubes. So adding the ice cubes and then a bit of chilled water. You know that thing, just to get it all chilled up. I virtually almost forgot I had not added sugar. So when I was done, I just added in my sugar as well. You have to be very careful. If you use too much Gari as that, some of the Gari is very stubborn. Some of them, they increase at a very increasing rate. The exponential rate of increase for some of them is too high. So you need to be very careful when you're mixing your Gari soakings, so you don't end up with too much or too dense Gari soakings. And then I sprinkled my sugar in, because I almost forgot that I not added sugar. You can also use honey or any sweetener of your choice. And then just decorate the top with a bit more of your dried fruits in there. And your Gari soakings is ready. This is your DB Gari soakings part 1, Abalicious style. So yes, you can eat your Gari soakings in the office with swag, at home with swag. Pamper yourself when you want to eat some Gari soakings. The next style, I'm just going to use the dried fruits like I mentioned. I'm going to use milk, yes, evaporated milk, and I'm going to use some ice, granules, and Gari and sugar. So this Gari I had here is fortified Gari. So it's Gari which has been fortified with some atajo milk. Yes, and I got it from my friends at Globe Veg here in Cape Coast. You can always reach them. They are so good when it comes to garden fresh stuff. And then I added in my dried fruit, which is my apple and then coconut flakes, which I did at home. And then I added in my granite, which I've also taught on the channel, how to roast your granite. I've taught that here as well. Then I went on to add my sugar, as many as you like. If you want to use honey, you can also use honey. If you want to use any sweetener of your choice, stevia, whatever you want to use, you can use as well. And I pour in the milk, let the milk talk. So yes, you can just do this. This is like one serious DB twist to it. Yes. So you're going to mix it up. And like I said, be careful of the quantity of Gari you put in, because some of the Gari, the rate at which they expand and explode and increase, it is mind busting. So you need to be very careful with it. So yes, once all these go in, the Gari cooking no, it is ready to talk. So yes, like I said, this fortified Ataji milk Gari. Now these days, Gari is fortified in varied ways. You have Gari, which is fortified with orange flesh potatoes. You have Gari fortified with coconut and all of it. So when you're in the market and you get any fortified Gari, it's very great for soakings and it's very healthy. So this is my Gary Soakings with a twist. Enjoy the Abalicious style of making your Gary Soakings. Gary no be poor man's friend, oh. He be rich girl friend too as well. So I see you in the next food video. Do live life to the fullest. Be joyous, be merry. Lots of love for my team and I. Mwah.